Folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, there's something I want to cover with you. Again, I'm telling you tomorrow, I'm preparing. I started preparing earlier in the week. So Sam told me, let me tell you how some things work around here. Okay, to her credit, not Rose's, Sam's. Okay, Rose, I'm still trying to get her to pay attention. But to her credit, Sam tells me everything going on. And she comes in and she says, oh, on this day we have to do this, and on this day we have to do that, and this is happening. To her credit, she does that. She keeps your host well informed of what's going on. But I don't let it sink in. I don't. And then it gets closer to whatever it is that's happening, right? And then she says, I'm reminding you, I told you, you know, this is happening, that's happening. Okay. Well, it just sunk in yesterday. Now, she told me this for 2 weeks, and probably I've known it for a month, but she just told me yesterday, reminded me, or it sunk in. Lonnie's doing the show tomorrow. It just hit me yesterday. It's like, oh my God, Lonnie's doing the show. Sam has some things she has to take care of, so Lonnie will be with us at Circuit World tomorrow. It's okay. I mean, how did that sound? That didn't sound very nice, did it? That didn't sound very nice, but that's okay. But Lonnie will be there tomorrow at Circuit World with us. Ask the Doc, 8:15 with Dr. William Whaley. Dr. William Whaley, if you ever have a question for our Ask the Doc segment, you send that to info, I-N-F-O, info@fetchernews.com. Put in the subject. Always put in the subject, Ask the Doc. We will get that question to Dr. Whaley and see if we can't get it answered on the show. Or I do know this, Dr. Whaley returns emails on all questions to anybody that sends one. So that's tomorrow. And then our all-star panel, that starts about 9 o'clock, about 8:45, anywhere between 8:45 and around 9 o'clock. Our all-star panel takes off. And that's where we just take the whole week of... I'm hard-pressed to call it news anymore. That's where we take the entire week of theatrical stunts in an effort to take down our country. And we push those all together and we discuss what was the, you know, what should get an Emmy for the biggest lie from the networks that week. That was pretty good. I didn't even use the word news once. All right. So that's our all-star panel. If you would ever like to be on the all-star panel, okay, you get in touch with us at info. Just put all-star panel. I'd like to be on the all-star panel. Now, how do I put the all-star panel doesn't have room for Juan Williams. Okay? So if you're out there and you see things the way Juan Williams sees things, it wouldn't be all-star anymore. It'd be a panel. Just say it. All right? So if you want to be part of the all-star panel, there's a reason they're all-stars. So we don't let any minor league players on the team, okay? No Bush League here. That being said. But now if you have the views of the Juan Williams of the world, if you have the views of the little Chrissy Hayes, you know, or if you like your Rachel Maddow at 8, all right, then I would like to do a counterbalance chair. I would like to do a show where you and I discuss, maybe in a passionate way, our differences. Just saying. That also, send that to me at info. Say, look, BKP, I like to get an opportunity live on the air to tell you you're crazy as hell, you should go to hell, and then I would like to get an opportunity to say that back to you. If you want to get involved in that, let me know. Okay, so moving right along, President Donald Trump, okay, let's put up the picture of peace, okay? Now, I have a picture, it's just called peace. There you go. It's President Bill Clinton, all right? And that's Yasser Arafat. You remember the good old days when we would not accept letting a terrorist into this country? We would not issue a visa for entry to a terrorist. And that was a little Palestinian terrorist at Yasser, was it Yasser Arafat? Arafat, whatever. Aeroflot, that's Russian Airlines, right? Well, there's a little Yasser. I like to call him not Yasser, Asser. That's a little Asser Palestinian Hamas / terrorist. Bill Clinton said, come on over. I think we can work something out with the Jewish guy to my right. That'd be Bill's right. Okay? So, that's a good picture for a, nah, you better not. So anyhow, this is my understanding. This picture is in 1993. 1993. Pay attention to that. So yesterday, President Donald Trump kept a campaign promise. All right? And he kept the campaign promise. And this is the Oslo Accords. The Oslo Accords, see, they're sitting around the table. Okay? The media is creating an uprising, an uproar, a crisis in the Middle East that doesn't exist. The media is creating a crisis that doesn't exist. Really, let's go quickly to this one picture. Let's move to MSNBC, Sam. It says Jerusalem. Okay, this is on all kinds of networks. All right, Ramallah, West Bank. They're on the West Bank, right? And here is a group of, they always know, at Gaza City, all right, in Gaza, on the Strip, there's a group of Hamas. There's a group of these people that know that MSNBC and the liberal media is waiting to video them burn a flag. So they get the gallon of gas, they douse a Jewish American flag, and they light it, and Jerusalem, here's the caption on the bottom, Trump's Jerusalem decision received near universal condemnation. The condemnation in the universal condemnation, Theresa May, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, said, Theresa May came out and said, you know what? I think it will hurt the peace process. I think it will hurt the peace process. What peace process? Where have we gotten? How'd that work out for you? All right? But no, our liberal media wants you to believe what happened yesterday. I told you this morning, on December 7th, 2017, you have an attack. The media is trying to create a crisis, a Middle East crisis. It's going to go up in flames. And this is what it looked like. It's doing that on CNN, all of the networks. Oh my God, our allies. Well, damn it, December 7th, 1941, those damn allies needed us. So, this is what NBC tried to put together. They are trying to create a crisis that does not exist, okay? Getting back to that, the Oslo Accords, okay? The Oslo Accords are a set of agreements between the government of Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization, the PLO. Remember the PLO, the blast from the past, okay, with Yasser Arafat? Put Clinton and Arafat and the Jewish guy back up, okay? The Oslo Accord signed in December of 1993, okay? Signed in December of 1993. Put Clinton, I forget the picture I just had, put Clinton and the Palestinian and the Jewish guy back up, okay? There you go. Yasser, the PLO. It was signed in Washington, D.C. 1993. The Oslo II Accord signed in Egypt in 1995. The Oslo Accords marked the start of the Oslo process, a peace process aimed at achieving peace treaty based on United Nations Security Council Resolution 242, 238, the right of the Palestinian people self-determining their future, the Palestinian state, recognition by the PLO of the State of Israel, and recognition of Israel of the PLO as the representative of the Palestinian people. Okay? Now, the Oslo Accords, there's a reason we're reading this. 1993, the Oslo Accords created a Palestinian Authority tasked with limited self-government of part of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Okay, why are we discussing that? In 1995, okay, 1995, Sam, let's play President Donald Trump, I forget the name of it, yesterday returning Jerusalem or announcing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. It's a video. Full speech. It says full speech. President Trump declares Jerusalem. Okay, could you look through your email because it shows sent? Just do me a favor. And it says full speech. It says President Trump declares Jerusalem as capital of Israel. And see if I have it in there because I show it as sent. If it's not something, because I want. There's a reason in 1993. Do I need to send that back? Okay, here it's coming to you. All right. Now, when she gets this ready, give me a heads up when you get this ready, okay? And so, anyhow, the Oslo Accords is 1993. Is the reason I bring this up. All right. Now, yesterday, President Donald Trump put, okay. Yesterday, President Donald Trump put, made the speech and made Jerusalem the capital. We recognized it as the capital, okay? And did it come through this time? Okay, did you get any of the other videos I sent you? Who am I sending this to? All right. Try that again. See if that comes through. Because I want to play that. Let's take a brief break. Let's take a brief break because I want to play that because I'm putting this together for the Jerusalem thing. So let's take a brief break.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelot.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's T-E-A-S. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead.
You know what time it is? Model year-end closeout time at Days Chevy in Jasper, with huge savings on every 2017 Chevy in stock, like over $6,500 off on Malibu, just $17,900, or save a payload on Silverado Double and Crew Cabs, starting from just $31,800. The discounts are big, and the time is now during the model year-end closeout. Hurry to Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Okay, sorry about that, folks, but we got it all together now. But the reason I'm your host, BKP, the reason I was talking about the 1993 Oslo Accords, okay, where PLO, which Yasser Arafat, the terrorists, we let in here, and recognized, Israel then recognized, okay, this is all about recognizing. Israel recognized the Palestinian people, okay, their right to exist. PLO, Palestinian people, recognized Israel's right to exist. You have to understand in this whole thing that there's the Palestinians, the Syrians. I mean, there's people that do not. Okay, Damascus. Syria has always come over. Those den of thieves in Damascus, those evil people, they've always funded the Hamas. Everybody's funded Hamas, okay, over there in Palestine. Or Palestinians, wherever the hell, I'm losing my train of thought here, but they have always funded them. But they do not want Israel to exist. Don't make that mistake and think they do. And most of the world does not want, no matter what they tell you, Israel to exist as a state. So that being said, the President of the United States, they recognized in 1993. Let's play this video yesterday, the President of the United States making the announcement, about 2 minutes.
Thank you. When I came into office, I promised to look at the world's challenges with open eyes and very fresh thinking. We cannot solve our problems by making the same failed assumptions and repeating the same failed strategies of the past. Old challenges demand new approaches. My announcement today marks the beginning of a new approach to conflict between Israel and the Palestinians. In 1995, Congress adopted the Jerusalem Embassy Act, urging the federal government to relocate the American embassy to Jerusalem and to recognize that that city, and so importantly, is Israel's capital. This act passed Congress by an overwhelming bipartisan majority and was reaffirmed by a unanimous vote of the Senate only 6 months ago. Yet for over 20 years, every previous American president has exercised the law's waiver, refusing to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem or to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital city. Presidents issued these waivers under the belief that delaying the recognition of Jerusalem would advance the cause of peace. Some say they lacked courage, but they made their best judgments based on facts as they understood them at the time. Nevertheless, the record is in. After more than 2 decades of waivers, we are no closer to a lasting peace agreement between Israel and the Palestinians. It would be folly to assume that repeating the exact same formula would now produce a different or better result. Therefore, I have determined that it is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. While previous presidents have made this a major campaign promise, they failed to deliver. Today, I am delivering. I've judged this course of action to be in the best interests of the United States of America and the pursuit of peace between Israel and the Palestinians. This is a long overdue step to advance.
Okay, folks. Today I'm delivering. President of the United States, today I'm delivering, okay? I'm delivering my campaign promise to the American people. I'm delivering the promise that has been made since 1995. Now, the point I want to get to is the Jerusalem Embassy Act of 1995. Now, remember, the terrorist, the PLO, he was over here shaking hands with Clinton, you know, in 93. 93. Okay? It was 1995, the Oslo Accords. You need to look at the timing here, okay? The Jerusalem Embassy Act of 1995 is a public law of the United States, law of the United States passed by the 104th Congress on October 23rd, 1995. It was passed for the purpose of initiating the funding, the relocation of the Embassy of the United States in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, no later than May 31st, 1999, and attempted to withhold 50% of the funds appropriated to the State Department, especially for the acquisition to maintain the building abroad and allocate as allocated in fiscal year 1999, until the United States Embassy in Jerusalem had been officially opened. The act also called for Jerusalem to remain an undivided city. Listen to me. Remain an undivided city. This is what this act called for. You see, that's the thing. They want to divide the city. Now, the country of Israel provides all of the infrastructure, all of the security, everything for Jerusalem, okay? This act in 1995, you, the hypocrites on MSNBC, the hypocrites everywhere. Let's see, who was president in 1995? Can I remember? Let's see, Trump. Let's see, Reagan, 80 to 88, 88 to 92. Was Clinton president? Was Bill Clinton president of the United States when this went through? 50% of the funding appropriated to the acquisition of the fiscal year 1999. The act also called for Jerusalem to remain an undivided city and for it to be recognized as the capital of the state of Israel. Israel's declared capital is Jerusalem. This is not internationally recognized. Pending final status talks in Israel-Palestine conflict, the proposed law was adopted by the Senate. Pay attention. They are creating a crisis that does not exist. It doesn't matter what damn thing the President of the United States does today. It doesn't matter. There's not a damn thing this guy does, that they don't overblow and create a world crisis where our allies are turning against us, where the world is going to end, where they find 5 whack job Palestinians to hold a flag with fire. Oh my God, what the hell? Maybe there's going to be a video soon and we need to lock down the embassies. I don't know, was it Benghazi? Oh my God. Anyhow, the proposed law was adopted by the Senate 93-5. 93-5. And the House by 374-37. Senate 93-5. Okay. And the House 374-37. Despite passage, the law remained unimplemented by President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama. Let me ask you, see, the next time, this is where I get in a lot of trouble. The next time, pay attention out there. Rose, you need to pay attention. Sam, you need to pay attention. Something tells me you may need to use this one day. The next time law enforcement, which we support here, okay, we support law enforcement here. But the next time you may be traveling, you know, a little too fast, or they think you did not stop or come to that full stop, and they pull you over, just say nicely, officer, there are laws on the books. There are actually laws on the books that you can make a decision whether you enforce them or not. Hey, I've seen guys like Bill Clinton, George Bush, and Barack Obama. I've seen laws in this country they never enforced. You can do the same. How about giving it to me for a Christmas gift? The passage was unimplemented by President Clinton, Bush, and Obama, who viewed it as a congressional infringement on the executive branch's constitutional authority over foreign policy. They consistently claimed the presidential waiver on the national security interest. President Donald Trump signed the waiver in June of 2017 before announcing the recognition of Jerusalem in December, that was yesterday, and beginning the relocation of the embassy. Look at that. It is very nice to read that paragraph and see the failures. Clinton, the failures, Bush, the failures, Obama, and the actual president that implements. It says Jerusalem is the undivided capital. 93-5, 374-37. Now, here is how I enjoyed it being explained on MSNBC. They put a guy up. They find these people and call them Republicans. And this guy, I forget his name this morning, okay? But he supposedly some kind of Republican guru that was on the John McCain, okay? John McCain campaign. So this is what was said. I really took notice of this because this was interesting. Why did Bill Clinton campaign on this? This is the quote. Why did Bill Clinton campaign on this? Why did George Bush, W. Bush campaign on this? Why did Barack Obama claim this and campaign? Why did they? Because there's audio, video, and articles where all three of those failed presidents on this matter told you, the American people, they were going to do it. All three said, if president, I will do this. All three said, I promise this will happen. Why? What happened? Here's what was said by this guy, some Republican guy, John McCain. He says this on MSNBC. What they did, it was a symbolic gesture. Translated, a campaign lie. This is the quote, symbolic gesture. But when they came in contact with the real world, that sentence I want you to remember every single day. That when a candidate stands up, it is a symbolic gesture. But when they come in contact with the real world. Now, this came from a Republican. Let me tell you what I say all too often that a lot of my Republican friends do not like. It's not Republicans are doing this great job. It's just Republicans told us a better lie. Republicans made more symbolic gestures to you and I. They campaigned on more symbolic gestures. This was a quote. They made a symbolic gesture when they said, we will repeal Obamacare. They quite often make symbolic gestures. But when they come in contact with the real people in charge, the deep state, the establishment, the swamp, that's when it changes. So I'm going to leave you with that quote. What Obama, George Bush, and Bill Clinton did, the campaign lie was a symbolic gesture, but when they come in contact with the real world, guess what? That's proof today that what Trump said on the campaign trail, they were not symbolic gestures. And it wasn't when Trump came in contact with the swamp, he took it head on. And I will explain what the media wants you to believe, and we're going to go further into the Jerusalem embassy. I'm going to go and take a brief break. And today we have our real estate segment. We have a real estate segment every Thursday, every other Thursday, I think it is. But we have a segment this morning, and I'm going to sit down with Century 21 Alicia Edwards for a couple minutes and talk about real estate. And so you stay with me, and then we're going to come back later in the morning and talk about the rest of this and all of this going on. The government runs out of money. There's so many things happening, okay? So we'll be back right after this brief interview with Alicia Edwards. And we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We are trying to clear up, if I'm able to do that, we are trying to clear up whatever is being put out concerning moving the or recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. We did that in 1995 overwhelmingly in the Senate and the House. We know Clinton, Bush, and Obama failed and lied that they would uphold that law. And in 1993, we had the Oslo Accords. Now, the Temple Mount, put the picture up that says the Temple Mount. We are too deep into this. This is way too deep into this to explain. But this is the issue. This is the issue for evangelicals. They're going to rebuild the great temple. David, the King David's temple, okay? This is the issue for Muslims, okay? Christians and Muslims. This is the issue. The Temple Mount. The Mount of House of God. The temple, okay? Known to Muslims, and I can't pronounce that, okay, what it is. The hill is located in the old city of Jerusalem, which is the most important religious sites in the world, okay? Judaism, the holy site for thousands of years by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The present site, right now, what you're looking at, is dominated by three monumental structures from the early period. Let's see, the Dome of the Rock. The Dome of the Rock. So this is a mosque, the Dome of the Rock, very like the third most sacred Islamic Muslim site, religious site. That's right there, the Temple Mount. I'm telling you right there, that is the fight. Now, why should we accept a Palestinian state that allows Hamas to run it? Okay? Hamas is a Palestinian Sunni Islamic fundamentalist group. It's a Palestinian Sunni fundamentalist group, okay? It is a social service wing In the military wing, it has been the de facto government authority of the Gaza Strip since it took over in the area in 2007. Okay? During the period, it's fought several wars with Israel. If you thought for 1 minute the rockets they fire from Gaza, the terrorists in Gaza, why in the world is there not outcry by the world when Hamas and the terrorists kill innocent kids in Israel and attack Israel? Why? There's nowhere near the outrage. Today, they are lying to you and fabricating this Middle East crisis that President Trump has created. All right? Now, they're telling you today in the media that this is a payback to Sheldon Adelson. Sheldon Adelson, a big supporter of President Donald Trump during the election, Jewish guy, okay? And this is just in time. Trump did this just in time. It's July 7th for Alabama, because evangelicals, this is how sick these people are, is the president's actions will kill people. This is what's being said. All right? They wanted to get this out before the Alabama election next Tuesday. All right? Andrea Mitchell said, alerts to our embassy. There has been nothing. There has not been alerts to our embassy and consulates and to our military facilities like this since 2003, the eve of the Iraqi war. I bet you when it comes to consulates and embassies and our ambassador Stevens in Benghazi, I bet September 11th, 2012, when they were begging for help. What happens when you do something that may have worldwide implications or may have an effect, a negative effect that you have to prepare for? You let your embassies know in advance. All of your embassies in the United States, in the world, and consulates, all of them have a military presence, okay, for security reasons, except if you're in Benghazi, and you tell them in Benghazi, don't wear the uniforms because you don't want to offend the locals, and you're not allowed to return fire, or so, I don't remember, right? But you tell them military facilities around the world, prepare. There's a level, consulates, embassies, when you're doing something. And Andrea Mitchell comes on MSNBC and said, alerts to embassies and consulates to military. We've nothing that like this since 2003. Nothing since the eve of the Iraqi war. What about September 11th, 2012, when we had intel about Benghazi, when we had Ambassador Stevens begging for security, backup, help? You missed that one, Andrea Mitchell, right? I will guarantee you, there's three things. There's three major things happening here, folks. It is the globalist, it's our Department of Justice, our FBI, the deep state. All right? Here's the bottom line. All right? Watch Trump's presidency. Stay with me on this. I will guarantee you, as soon as the information is released, and somebody like Judicial Watch, somebody out there, as soon as the information is released, okay, or declassified, or however they can do it, you will find out that Trump did not go yesterday and sign this recognition of Jerusalem, and not go yesterday and make this statement without our embassies, okay, without our consulates and our military facilities being on alert and being prepared. Watch and see. It happened. Now pay attention to three things. The Department of Justice, Eric Holder, Loretta Lynch, Pay attention to three things. Department of Justice, Eric Holder, Loretta Lynch, Barack Obama. Okay? Next up, the FBI, James Comey, right? James Comey, Robert Mueller, McCabe, remember McCabe's wife, got all the money from what's his name there, in Terry McAuliffe in Virginia, $800,000 for a state Senate campaign. Okay? Andy McCabe. Okay? This guy, Strzok, Peter Strzok, FBI, Comey. All right? State Department. Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, State Department. Ready? Ready? Department of Justice, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, FBI, Comey, Mueller, okay? State Department. Hillary Clinton, John Kerry. That's right. When it comes to Israel and Jerusalem and the things that have happened around this world, State Department. Big problem. We need to clean out the State Department. Okay? Rex Tillerson maybe has been trimming it up. Maybe he is leaving. But Donald Trump has taken on the State Department. Taken them on. Donald Trump has taken on the FBI. Donald Trump has taken on the Department of Justice. He will. He's taking them on. Will you believe me or not, he's taking them all on. He is pulling the plug on that swamp. Saudis don't care, folks. Saudis do not care. They are trying to create, the media is trying to create, they're going to show you burning flags, okay? Now, the media does not care about the poor people out there in California, all right? MSNBC could have opened up the show this morning with 20 minutes of what's going on in California with those poor people out there and those terrible fires, okay? But no, they will find you, CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, they're all going to find you flags burning across the United States. They're going to find you leaders that condemn Donald Trump, okay? Put up, they're showing on the deep state this morning, allies breaking with Trump. Put that picture up. I think I have it. Allies breaking with Trump is the name of it, okay? Allies breaking with Trump. Trump's anti-Muslim retweets Prime Minister Theresa May, okay? Trump's immigration ban, Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, okay? U.S. worldwide leadership, Chancellor Merkel, okay? Paris Climate Accord, President Macron. You gotta say it like that. Macron, President Macron of France, right? Trump's border wall, the Mexican government. The list goes on. Trump breaking with our allies. We don't give a damn. You understand? So let me tell you, the Muslim ban, Muslim retweet, Prime Minister May, maybe you ought to worry about ISIS issuing and finding out that they want to kill you. Did anybody read that recently? That ISIS said they have a plan and a plot to take out Theresa May? Oh, I bet you're all upset over Trump's retweets, okay? Trump's immigration ban, Canada, Prime Minister Trudeau. Well, guess what? You know, stay north, you hoser, okay? I don't give a crap what you think. The Supreme Court of the United States says, you know what? Trump had the right to do it. List goes on. Border wall, stay across your own damn country's line. Now, if you want to come in here, go through it the proper channels. So anyhow, that's what they're trying to pull off in the deep state. I'm telling you this morning, I just want you to remember, let me go over, just in time for Alabama. This is just in time for Alabama, they're trying to tell you. And this was Vice President Mike Pence was behind this, and it's pleasing to the evangelical base. A complete lack of consideration. They don't know history in the president's Trump. They don't know history. I don't know it. He has no understanding of how the world works. It's a symbolic gesture. But when you come in contact with the real world, you see, symbolic gesture, campaign lie. And when you come in contact with the deep state, they like to change your mind, but not President Donald Trump. Take us a break. We come back. I got some stories I want to close up with. Have you heard Grassley on the floor? We'll come back with that.